2026 dating forecast. And we're back. Guys, it's here. It's around the corner. We have one more month left. And then we're entering into the great abyss. Guys, as we look at this forecast, we can see that the 4s and 5s are getting pushed out. They're getting pushed out. It doesn't mean that they can't get picked up. They're just getting pushed out, right? But what comes with getting a wind and a gust that's going into this direction, we're also seeing 6s and 7s are going to have a great year. You know why 6s or 7s are coming in? Because personality is the new it. It is the new it. So many people are getting more and more tired of going out sad like the baddies. The baddies are going out sad next year. And the crazy thing is these 8s and these 10s, we've all put them on a pedestal. We all cater to them. Guys cater to them. And I think the great shift is happening because everybody is knowing. So as we see the 6s and 7s are coming in, they have personality. Number one thing that a lot of guys are getting more and more attracted to are personality. Now, I'm a great person to tell you, hey, it's preference, right? Hey, I got my umbrella. I ain't getting wet. I'll still go get me an 8 or a 10. That's just Ohio. You feel me? I'll still go be ready. I'll still go be out there. I don't care if it's ready to catch it. No, I'm still going to be out there. But for the majority of dating and the majority of people, we're seeing a normalization of 6s and 7s getting picked up. See, so many guys, we sit here, we look at the dating game, and we see that there's so many girls out there. There's so many games being played. The one thing that we all have to understand is the 4s and 5s are still getting picked up. I don't care what nobody say. That wind gust over, they still gonna get picked up. Somebody's gonna pick up the wind. But what I'm trying to tell you guys, it does not matter if she's an 8 out of 10, she's a 6 out of 10, she's a 4 out of 5. Look, if you're in the middle of this, and you're looking at your options, right? And you're looking at all your options, as a guy, you have to recognize that once you choose, right? If there is something that's going on within the relationship that you do not like, you have to be okay understanding that I'm going to get out of what I'm seeing right now and leave. If you are out here seeing the forecast and you know, like, I'm just probably going to go for 6s and 7s this year, I do want you guys to understand this and recognize that sometimes this reality, what's happening in the great shift of dating and relationships, is if we pump up their heads so much next year, what happens is going to be a beautiful thing, right? The 8s and 10s are going to recognize they need personality. They need more than their looks, more than being a baddie. So what they're going to do, they're going to go into their whole self-help journey, right? They're going to go on a self-help journey, and they're going to develop their personality. So this may be a 2 to 3 year thing. Because I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. The baddies know they got to look at the good girls. They got to look at the girls that are getting it, that are getting the husbands. They know how to cosplay the best. So as a man, if I know this, and I understand they're about to go into a developmental period for themselves because good looks isn't going to help them. It's only just going to keep making them single and letting less guys approach. But as a guy, like I'm telling you, you have to understand that fact. They're going to go back and they're going to be like, oh, I got to develop myself. I got to make myself better because my looks is going to get every guy. So with that being known, the guys that are pursuing the 6s and 7s, don't keep it sweet. Don't think it's sweet because if their heads get piped up to believe that there are 8s and 10s, which is already happening, we know this, which is already happening. If we continue on this path, and these girls don't even hold, they're working girls, they do what they gotta do. Guys, we will literally have to bump the 4s and 5s up because the 4s and 5s are gonna look more attractive. And they're gonna be looked at as the 6s and 7s. This is what the reality of what it's gonna look like. I know people don't want to see, but human brains have a groupthink mentality. Why do you think other countries are, when we look at other countries and we see what they have, and you're like, no, there's no way I would be with that. You think that can't be the norm in America? We can flip that switch right there. So this is what I'm trying to tell you guys, is that the cycle is going like this. Now, like I said, I'm not catering to the 6s and 7s. I'm literally taking, y'all can have it, go ahead. I don't believe that's something I'm going to play with. I'm going to be out there with the catered dog, you feel me? Like I told you, I'm going to be out there. It's going to be raining on me, you feel me? And the only reason I say this is because it's not intimidating. And as a man, you have to understand what is intimidating and what is not. I'm a firm believer that all guys can get whoever they want. I'm not a firm believer of saying, hey, because she's a 6 or 7, I have a better opportunity of succeeding. I don't subscribe. Me, do not subscribe. Why? Because it's a false narrative. It's a false narrative that's being thrown around. You may be at a bar and you go to a bar and you're like, okay, I see that 10 out of 10 girl, but I see that 6 out of 7. I'm better off getting rejected. I know I'm going to get rejected out of 10 out of 10, so I'm going to go for the 6 or 7. And you get rejected from the 6 or 7. That's not happening over here. It's too much. Once you travel the world and you see and you talk to different 10 out of 10s, you understand that there's standards to this. I'm going to go for every 10 out of 10 that I see. Because I can bang a 10 out of 10. And that's where you have to understand that. A lot of guys don't want to look at that. Nobody wants to see that. And that's why I say, hey, be careful with this forecast of next year. I know that they have personality, but do not get caught up and think that they won't treat you like an 8 out of 10 they will definitely treat you like an 8 out of 10. Like they an 8 out of 10. So don't look at it and we get to this place and come next year around this time and you start thinking, oh, the 4s and 5s are looking good. That's the great cycle. So guys, you gotta be on peak. You gotta understand the forecast of next year. You have to understand you gotta build yourself up. If you guys are like me and you want to take the approach and you want to keep going for the 8 out of 10s, know what game you're playing. Guys, if you don't have money, don't lead with money when you're talking with that 8 out of 10. You better be funny. You better have some type of other skill or some type of authority that you have behind you. Make it happen. If you don't, you don't. But at the end of the day, be cautious about this. Believe it or not, 2026 data of workouts is out. Okay. Guys. I need you guys to tap it. Tap it for me. Guys, if you haven't popped into the Discord, go to the Discord. The link is in the bio. Just click it. The Book of Yay. Join the Discord, guys. Also, go to YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. Turn me up. But I want to get to the one point that everybody's been asking me. Coach this, coach that, coach, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm doing a 6-month coaching program. Guys, it's a one-on-one. It's only a couple spots. Look, for the guys that are serious, go join the Discord. The link is in my bio. DM me one-on-one. And then we can go from there. But guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm only taking people that's trying to get off the bench and try to play the game and try to win. I'm not taking people that don't want to win. You guys ever been to a program and you look over here and you're like, oh snap, the program's good. Yeah, we're doing that, guys. So the guys that want to get their fitness right. For the guys that want to get their goals right. For the guys that want to demolish the dating game and go and understand how to go past the heartbreak, I'm that guy. For the guys that really want to tap in on their faith, I'm that guy. So I'm only going to take a couple guys that are really serious, guys. We're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna see how you're at. But I'm only taking serious people. If you are the type of person that say, hey, I'm done with the fact that I'm losing at life and I want to win, the people that are locked in with the Book of Yay, we gonna win. You gonna look at your teammates and you gonna say, I'm a winner. But at the end of the day, if you come on this side, we gonna work. It's no BS. It's everything is daily. So guys, tap in. The Book of Yay. Go to YouTube, subscribe, lock in. But believe it or not, class is closed.